Fenris. I am in Erin today and I am excited. We have gotten a new talent. And I have been really looking forward to this. Have it here. It's completely empty right now. So I'm gonna check that out. Before I do that though, I'm just gonna quickly talk to this guy here who is... Caravan Joe, you are looking ridiculous. The long-awaited new talent, Chain Slash, has finally arrived. Yeah, it's called Chain Slash. It looks really, really cool. The smooth and powerful undulations of the chain blade are hypnotic to all. Nobody in their right mind would pass this up. I'm not going to. Now, with that out of the way, I don't think I got any other... No. With that out of the way, we are going to Tirchanel, because for some reason, and I'm not sure why, we need to talk to Fergus, of all people. Which worries me a little, because I don't trust that man as far as I could throw him. But apparently that's who we need to talk to, so... Guess we'll have to get over there. There's bells all over. Also, holy shit, I'm huge in this form. Hey Fergus. Do you have anything of importance to say about this? Hey, didn't really think you'd show up. I've got something here that will really send your head spinning. It's that incredible. Before I show it to you, do you want to hear the story behind it? Once upon a time... You asked him to just show it to you already. Well, I'll warn you, those who don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. If drinking's taught me anything, it's that. Okay. So the weapon is a long gleaming chain inlaid with sharp knives. Don't worry, there's a glove for the user. Can't have your lovely hands getting all mangled, can we? No, I'd prefer we didn't. Despite your lack of historical appreciation, I'll let you in on a secret. It's real hush-hush, so don't go blabbing. When you equip this weapon, you gain some sort of mysterious power. Come to my shop if you want to get this incredible item. There it is, Cardinal Chainblade. Nice. But I actually think I should be able to use this. Got a Cardinal Gratitude Chainblade. This is because of the pre-release events. Rebirth Potion, AP Potion, change the... yeah. That stuff. So I get the actual weapon for free. Thanks to this. I should have this as well. Yes. Full moon. So I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so we've got the Full Moon Cardinal Gratitude Chainblade. So let's see what happens when I equip it. You have gained knowledge. Chainblade Mastery in Dorka Snatch. And I got quests. Skill quests. Who owns the rune stone? Talk to Duncan. I actually kind of like the look of that. Looks pretty amazing. Let's go, just go talk to Duncan. I have a feeling even if we didn't want to hear the story from Fergus, we're gonna get it anyway. I'm hoping that, at least. And that we don't have to rebirth to hear the story. Hey, Eleonora. I came across something odd and I was wondering if you might know anything about it. What is it? It looks like that stone embedded in your chain blade. It does. A rune stone? You don't say. I took it from the town's lost and found. It was a moment of weakness, okay? It looked so expensive I couldn't resist. But then I felt guilty, so I've decided to try to find its real owner. Maybe you could help me. Okay. Engraved runestone. A runestone engraved with tiny illegible script. There's something ancient and mystical about it. Okay, let's go talk to Endelion. She might know who this belongs to. Also, I wonder if I can dye this. Right now it looks like it's flashing and I don't really like the gold. Hi there, anything I can help you with? Do you know this? Do you know who owns this? Oh, how lovely. Look how elaborate the engravings are. The person who lost this must be devastated. I was just at the magic school, donating some holy water of Lumilark. I overheard talk of mana stones. It sounded like someone was doing deep research on them. Maybe the engraved stone you showed me is one of those. Why don't you go to the school and ask about it? Yeah, I know Lazarus the teacher. I'll go ask her. Hey girl, do you know this stone? Are you Eleonora by any why do you never know who I am? You're just as friend. It's a pleasure, a real pleasure. I'm Lazar. Reynolds said great things about you, my friend. Hello, Eleanor. What's your business? Show the runestone. This is a runestone containing very powerful mana. What you heard from Endelion is correct. We do have a resident researcher here right now, and his area of expertise is magical geology, so he probably knows a lot about both runestones and mana stones. I think he's taking a break at the back of the school at this very moment, actually. Go and talk to him. He's wearing glasses. Okay. Are you bespectacled boy? A great name. Also, you're tiny. A strange bespectacled boy in blue is standing in a magic schoolyard. He must be the boy Lazar mentioned. Yes, so that would mean he's so deep in thought he doesn't even notice you approaching. Poke him or stare? I'm gonna poke him. Ah! Sorry, couldn't resist. In his fright, the boy nearly knocks his glasses off. Oh What was that for? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Sheesh! Abruptly shoved the runestone under his nose. Jeez, I'm rude today. His eyes grow wide as saucers the moment he notices the runestone, and he stares at you incredulously. What? Where did you find my runestone? I didn't think I'd ever see it again. You see, I'm a monostone research specialist. This stone was of particular interest to me because it contains someone's personal memories. I was researching how such a small runestone could hold such powerful mana, and decided the best way to do it would be to visit Albi Dungeon and see the memories for myself. But, well, I'm a terrible adventurer. I had to leave the runestone behind. I barely escaped with my life. You're Eleonora, right? Yeah. You seem much stronger than me. Maybe you could go to Albi Dungeon to investigate the story behind this runestone instead. There must be a reason you ended up with this runestone instead of me. You never know. The memory could be from someone strong like you. What do you say? You're more than up to the task. Alright. So I'm keeping the runestone then. You don't want it back. I still don't have any other... Okay. Investigate the runestone in Albi Dungeon. Alright. Albi it is. I think, from what he said, I'm guessing this is gonna be an RPG dungeon. So I'll probably be using the chain skills. You learned about the slogan incarnate background bearer. Oh, you're really cool. I want your eyes. This is the girl that's been in all the promotion. A woman with long, silky blonde hair stands before you. Is she the original owner of the runestone? Only the memory can reveal that information. Eiren. Quickly, if I don't find a clue now, it'll be too late. Wait, this is... It's trying to lure other monsters to me. I don't have time for this. Time to get mean. Okay. I used the Shame Blade to attack. Okay. What do... How are... Ooh. Oh, nice. Spinning Slasher would be a perfect move right now. Tap F3. It's not target. That's actually really cool. And I'm out of these. 50%. Okay. No. Okay, so I get that back by regular attacking. When enemies are clustered like that, it's a good time to hit F5. Okay. Well, that works. Tap the 2 key to make the dash. Okay. F2 Chain Crush and F1 Chain Impale are perfect for one-on-one. Show them what you've got. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Actually. Or, okay, I will. Can use Dorka's Snatch to leech Dorka with a basic attack. So, Dorka's Snatch is the basic attack. Okay. To be a successful chain slasher, you'll need to constantly evaluate how much Dorka you can leech with each normal chain blade attack. That's a fundamental thing. Professor J is waiting for us. Let's defeat the rest and get out of here. Four. Ooh. Whoa. I like that one. That was disgraceful. You were clearly not prepared to face me. How do they find me when I'm investigating? And why do they always attack me? I don't know. But you look cool. I'm so sick of foamers in general, despite my own heritage. Hold on, what? Hey guys. You've covered a lot of ground in a short time. Have you found anything? So, as far as I know, she's supposed to be a new ace. So, she's one of the crew. So I suppose if you rebirth, this is going to be an ace talent. Well, now what's going on? Who are you? All according to plan. Whose plan? Who are you? Why are you creeping on me? Okay, so I need to get back and talk to him. Got it. How was your trip? What memories did you see? And whose were they? The runestone is gone. Your head's still spinning like a top, but you describe what you saw. The boy's eyes light with excitement the more you talk. You saw a strange woman, did you? And she was powerful. That explains the weird mana I was sensing. It's really too bad I couldn't experience that memory personally. I need a lot more information, but there's no sense crying over a vanished runestone, I suppose. Well, thanks anyway, Eleonora. You were more useful than I expected. Wait, thanks. I've been interested in that runestone's story for quite a while. Tell Chief Duncan I recovered the item without a hitch. It wasn't the runestone that was important anyway. I needed the tail wrapped within the mana. Alright. I'll tell him. So you found the owner of the runestone. Did you give it back? You gave it to the owner. You did not find the owner, but... Ooh. Because he's not originally the owner. I'm gonna say... this. You tried to explain to Duncan about the runestone, how you didn't actually give it back. So the runestone was a cipher from memories. Interesting. Well, I hope the owner wasn't angry with you. Huh? What were you thinking? Are you too tired to even think clearly? Probably. I should have told him. I should have just said I gave it back. That's what he told me to tell him. So... I should have just done that. Anyway, let's continue on. Eleonora, you... Duncan looks... Why are you nervous? There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Is everything okay? I don't mean to offend, but there's something off about you. Something... I don't know. Creepy. Gee, thanks. Now that he mentions it, you did hear that weird voice inside your head a short while ago. But you don't want to talk about it. Heard a voice? I'm worried about you. Keep your friends close and don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? You strain to remember. Did you start hearing voices after seeing the memory in Alby Dungeon? Maybe you should look for the people you saw back then. Okie doke. Talk to Merlin. Ooh. Hello. Got them all here. Professor J, Starlet, and Merlin. Hey, Eleonora, what are you doing here? We're on a picnic. Of course you are. Starlet and I can speak for ourselves, thanks. But, Professor, isn't my work far more important than someone investigating purely based on a hunch? Merlin? Merlin? Huh? Ah, fine. Never mind. I know it's a shot in the dark, but it's too important to give up hope. I know, I'm just frustrated. Maybe you should come back after they work this out. Talk to Starlet. Sorry, what's going on? When Merlin and Professor J discuss things, you tell Starlet about the woman at Alby Dungeon. She immediately gives you a startled look. How do you know about that? You realize even Merlin and Professor J have gone silent. What you saw wasn't a dream or an illusion. It was something that really happened, but it was a long time ago. How are you able to see it? I think our research is somehow connected to what you experienced. Starlet, don't drag Eleonora into this. It's our problem. Please, drag me into it. I'm intrigued. Not anymore. Can't you feel Eleonora's energy? It's exactly the same as what we're looking for. My energy? Professor, what's all this nonsense? Did you already forget how we got to this point? We had to prevent exposing its existence. It makes no sense. How can you sense it from Eleonora? There's just no way for that to be true. What? Merlin's expression quickly turns to one of shock when he looks at you. Eleonora, what happened to you? Why do I sense the Sluag's energy on you? Sluag? I've not met anyone powerful enough to detect me in quite some time. Is that the voice I am hearing in my head? You only just noticed, Merlin? Eleonora, how did you get that thing stuck on you? You aren't really going to grow that thing, are you? What do you mean? What, you can grow the Sluag? What do you mean? Eleonora, I don't know how, but something's taken hold of you. Some kind of dark energy. Take this. I can definitely feel the Sluag's energy in you, but I truly don't know how it's happened. If you place this on the Albi Dungeon altar, you'll see for yourself what happens to those bound to the Sluag. Merlin has his reasons. Just trust him. You'll understand once you return. So back to Albi it is then. Alright. Let's go. The memory melts into another scene. Unfortunately, that which you seek is not here. I see. I'm sorry for sending you on a fool's errand again, Starlet. It's fine. This is obviously very important to you. And after all, we're comrades, are we not? Thank you. Always. Should we go back? I think the other two already left. Sometimes Starlet is surprisingly mature for her age. Heh. Who's laughing? Is it going to happen again? You shouldn't dwell on that question. For now, you should just follow Starlet. Feel more blood in your veins. Thinking about that keeps me awake at night. What's going on? No, you won't let it control you. Are you crying? Why are you crying? Give up already. Let your true desires take over. It's trying to consume your soul. No, Starlet is with me. Eiren, let's get out of here. You're not going to find it. Eiren? Wait, what's wrong? Erin, can you hear me? Dorkagog. Noisy and annoying, get rid of that woman. What happened to you? Do I seriously need to fight Starlet? What are you doing? Starlet! Merlin suggests... Yeah, stop me! Eiren, what are you doing? Merlin, no, that's not. That's not Eiren. Starlet, are you alright? Are you hurt? Stay back. Merlin and I will put a stop to this. If only you had better control of the Sluag. Okay, so that's what that is. I need you guys to stop me, but I think I'm gonna have to fight you to move on, so... Feel such remorse. Okay, Merlin's down. All the suffering, you realize it is all your fault. Eiren, please, it's too much. I don't want to hurt you. We must find a way to calm her, or she will be completely taken over by the Sluag. You wish, not for the first time, that you weren't half Foamer. It uses your power in a situation like this. I know. Come on, Eiren, wake up! Maybe it was all of the Foamer attacks. Or maybe this was their plan all along. It was our fault. If only I'd noticed sooner. Eiren, did anyone hear that? I thought I heard something earlier. You need Bakram's power. She's saying something, but I can't understand. Is that the Sluag? It must be controlling Eiren. Starlet, Professor, try to calm that thing down. We're all in serious danger right now. You're right, we need to revert her to her original form at all costs. This is too dangerous, how could we possibly succeed? Eiren. Sorry. Suddenly you're surrounded by darkness. This must be the end of the memory. You should see what Merlin has to say about this. So, that's the kind of thing that's latched on to me now. Where did the quest go? There we go. And I need to control it. Hey, you, talk to me. I see, so you saw it. Her name is Eiren. Long ago she was one of us. She was a chain slasher who drew power from a spirit called a Sluag that was bound to her. But the Sluag was challenging to control, even for her. As you saw, wielding the Sluag's power is dangerous, and I can feel that same energy in you. Have you experienced visions lately? That's the Sluag's voice. She was the same. Be careful when you use the Sluag's power. It's truly a double-edged sword. The stronger it gets, the more it controls you. Eiren always resisted that power. But even she was eventually swallowed by that darkness. Starlet, it's not your fault. There's nothing we could have done. It was so difficult for her. Because she was half Foamer? What? Huh? Eleanor, how did you know Eiren was half Foamer? We were supposed to be the only ones who knew. The voice of Eiren echoes throughout your mind. The Slug's voice sounds like it is everywhere at once. I don't know which one I'm supposed to pick. That one. You carefully explain that you heard her, and what are you thinking? You heard a voice in your mind. You're hearing more voices than just your own? It was just the three of us, but then Erin changed. It must have been excruciating for her. Her screams. The other Ace heroes don't seem to have noticed, but you can clearly understand her. She must have been resisting the Sluag. Bakram was the name that they said. Do not give them any information. Bakram. I've not heard that word in a while. You could only know if you really did hear her. How fascinating. How did you understand her when we couldn't? Perhaps the shared energy grants you more insight. But how? Merlin, we already know how to find out. As the realization hits them, they nod to each other and begin to approach you. What are you doing? Eleonora, can you talk to her as she is now? I know it seems a bit strange to you, but, well, see for yourself and you'll understand. This must be the way, I can feel it. But I'll have to explain later. Head to the front of Pika Dungeon now. I'll be waiting. Alright. I'm going to talk to you. You're here. Good. This is going to be difficult. Merlin, we'd better explain what's going on here. I'm sorry you had to come all the way out here, but it's the only way we can know for sure. The memory you saw, well, after that, we barely managed to calm her down. I may be a great mage, but I'm just not experienced with that kind of power. In the end, Eiren made her decision. That decision meant we could never speak of her or her power ever again. We tried every option we could think of, but in the end, none of us had the knowledge or strength to help her. We can't change the past. What we need from you is simple. Go see Eiren directly. If you could understand her in that memory, then I think you have a shot at helping her now. Alright. Here, take this. I've set up magical barriers in a secret location. This will get you past them. Place it on the Pika Dungeon altar. Now go. Alright. Mystic Pass. Go. Go. Oh, you're coming with me? Come nearer to the crystal. You gingerly lay a hand on the smooth surface of the crystal. It's cold to the touch. Huh? A blood-chilling power radiates from the crystal and seeps into your fingers. It's so cold you're almost shivering. Cold envelops your whole body. There's no escape. Who are you? You can just hear a faint voice calling out, and it feels as if someone is reaching out to you from inside the crystal. Tell me, who are you? This time the intent is clear. Someone is waiting for your reply. What should you do? Tell her my name. Eleonora, what a unique name. Hey, Erin. This place. The image of a woman slumbering within a crystal forms in your mind. It comes to you as an echo of a distant dream. Her eyes, two different colors, suddenly lock you in her gaze. How did you... You jerk your hand back from the crystal, flinching in shock. Did I let her out? You experience a sense of being dragged back to reality from the depths of the ocean as you regain consciousness, and you open your eyes to find yourself surrounded by the worried expressions of all three Ace heroes. It's good to know you guys are worried about me, at least. Are you okay? What happened? Are you sick? Once you touched the crystal, it started glowing. Did you have a vision? What did you see? A quick glance at the crystal reveals the silhouette of a sleeping woman. You compose yourself and explain. I see. Eiren's powers came from the Sluag. It's why I thought someone with that same power might have a reaction to the crystal. It seems my hypothesis was correct. Did you get any response from her? All we could do was watch you. Professor J grazes the surface of the crystal with his fingertip, but nothing happens. It didn't respond to me either. Eiren created this with her own power, so its mana is entirely different from mine. It seems this crystal only responds to you. The Sluag's power residing in you resonates with the crystal. What would happen if you touched it again? Let's try. You place your hand on the crystal again. A strange force, chilly as the crystal's surface, invades your body. I apologize for my actions earlier. I didn't think it was possible for someone to wake me. The voice of that mysterious woman echoes within you. The feeling is most akin to a telepathic connection. They're the same. I suppose you're the only one who can talk to me like this. Pity. I haven't formally introduced myself. I'm Eiren. I was once a friend to those three who now call you companion. Speaking with someone after so long, it's so strange. You are Eleonora. I have so many questions. How did you come here? Why are you able to communicate with me? And most importantly, what is your relationship with Merlin, Starlet, and Professor J? You also carry the Sluag inside you. But your power is unstable. You cannot leave it in that state. It's too dangerous, it could turn on you. Yes, I can explain more later. If you're friends with Merlin, then you must be worthy of trust. We should handle urgent matters first. If we continue this way, your consciousness may become overwhelmed by the Sluag. I'll teach you how to control it for now. Close your eyes for a moment. Oh! Find yourself standing in an empty space. Erin stands before you with her arms crossed casually. That's not what I see. Oh, okay, now. Surprised? I thought perhaps we could communicate through the Sluag, but I wasn't expecting this. I transferred some of my Sluag's power to you. Lo and behold, that allowed us to sink deeper into our own minds. This is how truly evolved creatures like us communicate. What you perceive as my body is not my body, for I'm still sealed inside the crystal. She sure seems calm for having been trapped for such a long time. Yeah. You still don't understand what the Sluag is, do you? Not really, no. The Sluag is a sort of negative spirit that leeches harmful emotions from enemies. Fear, depression, rage. Collectively, they're identified as Dorka. The Sluag draws power from these emotions to unleash powerful attacks against enemies. If you deal a normal attack with a chain blade, you will leech Dorka from the struck enemy. You can see the amount of Dorka you've leeched in the gauge to the left. Be sure to keep an eye on it during battle. The trade-off is, if you continue leeching Dorka, you could eventually be consumed by the Sluag. Her happy expression flickers to one of sadness for just a moment. All this time, I thought I was the only one who bore the power of the Sluag. It's fascinating to meet another like me. Why don't we start with how to get Dorka? If you hit an enemy with a chain blade, you'll leech the Dorka you need for more attacks. Pretty simple, right? The chain blade is already in your hand, but remember, once you leave this resonance, it will disappear. Try leeching 10 Dorka by attacking monsters. I dare say you have potential. Keep going. 10. The rune stone acts as a conduit. You're looking cool, girl. For the Dorka you leech from enemies whenever you use the chain blade. Well then, now you know how to leech Dorka, yes? Again, Dorka is built from the enemy's negative energy. Your body can only handle so much at one time. Once you reach your limit, you'll need to consume it with a skill. The runestone embedded in the chain blade helps you leech and consume Dorka and controls the Dorka's overall flow. It's imperative that you not break it. Now try the chain impale skill using Dorka. You'll learn the basics of controlling the Sluag, but practicing leeching and consuming Dorka. Chain impale targets nearby enemies and pierces them right through. It would be faster if you tried it for yourself. Got it. That's it, you're doing it. Hey, you learned pretty quickly. You already know how to leech Dorka and placate the Sluag. So let's put everything together now. And remember, you'll only use Chain Impale after you leech enough Dorka. Okay. Not bad, you learned fast, so tell me, are you the newest member of the Ace Heroes? Not really, or I wish. Not really. Glad to speak with a kindred spirit, so to speak. You explain everything that's transpired up to now. Erin's eyes sparkle with amusement as you speak. She seems genuinely happy to hear your stories of Erin. I see. Militon, from the stars. Militon. Do you think you can accomplish what I could not? Erin stares at you, daring you to answer. I've been awake for some time, and I've grown very tired with all the excitement. Perhaps we can meet again soon. Now then. The air begins to shift and swirl around you. There's not a lot I can do in my sealed state, though I'm surprised I have quite so little energy. Well, you know how to use Dorka, even if it's only the basics. That should keep you safe for now. There's so much more I want to know. Communicating like this is taxing for me. Would you please find me again soon? There's so much more I can teach you about controlling the Sluag. Please tell the others about me. Oh, and one more thing. Could you ask Merlin if the advice I gave him is working out? I've always been curious. I think I've reached the limits of my ability today. I never thought I'd speak to anyone again. It was refreshing. As you release your hold on the crystal, you hear Eiren mutter something unintelligible. Talk to Merlin. When you finally drag yourself back to reality, you can sense that the crystal's power is spent. You'll have to wait before you can contact Eiren again. Talk to Merlin. Alright. Talking to Merlin it is. How did it go? Could you hear Eiren's voice? Yeah. But I suppose you can't speak in a sealed state. Could you feel or hear anything that might be useful? As you explain how the power of the slug linked to you, Merlin grows more and more skeptical. That's quite surprising, actually. Are you sure? All we saw was you holding the crystal with your eyes closed. Do you think you were able to talk to her? What did she say? I can only imagine how trapped she must feel. If only we could get her out of there. How did Eiren look? The concern for Eiren is touching, and you feel compelled to share everything you can with them. She told you to come back? But she doesn't plan to be sealed forever, does she? Sealed as she was for so long, it's surprising she managed to maintain her calm demeanor. Everything went according to plan. She was able to withstand the slug and maintain her consciousness. And she has returned to sleep since your conversation? She said the crystal would limit her power. It must have taken everything she had to speak with you. But she asked you to return to her, which means you may be able to help free her from the seal. I think you might be right, Starlet. There's no way to know for sure, but if Eiren asks that of you, then there may be hope for her after all. And I'm sure she wouldn't want Eleonora to suffer the same fate she did. That must be why she taught you how to control the slug. Let's go. We can come back the next time we need to talk to Eiren. There are so many things I wish I could say to Eiren right now. Starlet gazes at you with envious eyes. What happened all those years ago? What was it Eiren wanted to ask Merlin? Oh yeah. Ask about the advice Merlin got. Merlin immediately begins coughing and sputtering in surprise. What advice? What are you talking about? Well, Merlin certainly got flustered in a hurry. What kind of advice was that? What's wrong, Merlin? Eiren gave you advice? Yeah, but it's nothing. Just, how can I put this? We talked about the future of the Aces, things like that. That doesn't seem like nothing. Let's talk about it later. Anyway, so you spoke with Eiren after all. There's no other way you could have known. I guess that was Eiren's way of proving to us she's really awakened. Leans in to speak to you in a confidential whisper. She didn't share anything untoward, right? It's a bit of an embarrassing subject for me. It's clear he's uncomfortable about the topic. Eiren might be able to shed some light on the matter once she reawakens. Yeah, I'm curious. Hey, Jay. Eleonora. The slug must be bound within you. How strange. I don't know how you can communicate with her while she's still sealed. We met Eiren a very long time ago. She had a powerful but practical approach to everything she did. We depended on her so much. It didn't matter how many mistakes I made. Eiren was always at my side helping me. She was like a big sister I could always depend on. We respected her decision because we respected her. But maybe now you can help us find another solution. After all this time, we have another chance. Leonora, if you can train with her, you'll be able to control the slug's power. You'll find Eiren waiting where we sealed her. Take this. If you lose it, just talk to me again. Yeah. I'm going. Talk to Merlin. The moment Merlin spots you from the entrance, he visibly relaxes and hurries up to you. Eleonora, I have to tell you something. What Eiren told you to ask me about, what was so serious? You've never seen Merlin this agitated. That advice? Well, Merlin makes a show of clearing his throat before continuing. Please tell Eiren that, well, I'm not the scared boy I used to be. I've learned and grown so much as a person. I've even become the leader of the Ace Heroes. She doesn't need to worry about me anymore. Merlin looks as though a huge weight has been lifted from his shoulders. Surely Eiren will know what he means. I'm glad that's off my chest. I hate keeping things bottled up inside. Now please, meet with Eiren again and tell her what I've told you here. And he runs away. Make his soul resonate with the crystal that sealed Eiren. I will. I'm just gonna run over there first. Hey girl. Once again you reach out your hand to touch the crystal's smooth surface. Strange chill creeps up your fingertips and across your whole body. I really like this music. Hello. You came back. Welcome. Have you adjusted to the sluag? It's a bit tricky, I know, but you're adjusting more quickly than I had anticipated. Perhaps it's because you're a militant. You said there are more like you? Yep. So much has changed while I was sealed away. There is so much to learn about the world now. What's happened to Erin while I've been gone? Are Merlin, Starlet, and Professor J doing alright? And who are the new members of the Aces? Perhaps one day I can break free and see them again. Until I can break free of the seal, I can only talk to you. But that's alright. It's the only way to control the sluag. The only way to protect the people of Erin. Do you know how I was sealed? I know you got a glimpse of my past. She continues calmly. It's strange to speak of it after all this time. You already know that Fomer blood runs through my veins. You see, one of my parents was a Fomer. They possessed tremendous power. It's a wonder all that power didn't have more of an effect on my appearance. You wouldn't know by heritage, by my look. But it doesn't relieve me of my fate. The calm voice suddenly takes on a dark tone. I was born bearing the terrible burden of the sluag, a blight that has been with my family for generations. Still, the day I learned to control it, I wouldn't trade this power for anything. The strength of the sluag is what brought me to them. Even bickering as often as we did, my best memories are of the Aces. They were the one bright spot in my life. Aww. But the Fomers seek power, and mine was irresistible to them. I was in an endless struggle against them. But no matter how skilled and powerful I was, there was always a limit to how much I could do. The Fomers grew more persistent with each passing day, their numbers ever increasing, always attacking. Some days, it was all we could do to keep them at bay. The more I think about it, the more certain I become. They weren't just attacking me and the Aces. They were testing my physical and mental limits. They never stopped trying to push me past my breaking point. I'm sorry, I can't keep talking about this. It pains me to remember. On the outside, I may look sealed here, but inside of me the sluag runs rampant, leaving footprints outlining fire wherever it steps. Her voice quavers and she shakes her head. We must make absolutely certain that you are well armed against the sluag inside you. I will teach you another method of controlling it. There are temporary things we can do now to prevent the sluag from taking over your body. It's a fate I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, so I'll do everything I can to help you. Being sealed and alone for so long is challenging. Now then, are you ready? I'm ready. Let's see if we can strengthen our resonance this time. Close your eyes and just relax. Hello. Surprised? Sorry, I couldn't resist the chance to surprise you again. You remember how to leech Dorka from your enemies and use it to supplement your own skills, right? Well, sometimes the situation requires a large amount of Dorka right away. In those cases, use the Dorka conversion skill. It can transform HP into Dorka on the spot. You're basically feeding a large amount of HP to the Sluag, but do that too much and you may end up worse off than you started. For practice, I made it so you can only get Dorka through Dorka conversion, and the monsters you're about to face can only be harmed by Chain Impale. Practice with Dorka conversion by using Chain Impale to attack. If you need HP, use some potions. Okie dokie. Most excellent, most excellent. Let's give it one more go. Oh, right. Oh. Okay, I didn't think. Good work. Remember, this skill is really only intended for emergency situations. Once you're back to reality, you should get used to the chain blades before you try using it again. Now, I think you're ready for a new offensive skill called Chain Crush. Chain Crush grapples a distant enemy, swings them up into the air, then crashes them down into the ground. You barely have to lift a finger to damage your enemies with this one. I've replenished the health you lost using Dorka conversion. Since your normal attacks leech Dorka, it will make Chain Crush much more effective. You knave. Well, thanks. I really like these skills. Haha! The more I see, the more I'm amazed at how quickly you learn. I suppose I should expect nothing less from a member of the Ace Heroes. I'm telling you, I'm not an ace. Now it's time to test what you've learned. Defeat all of the summoned ghosts, and don't let their adorable looks slow you down. This is your chance to show off your best moves. Okay. I kinda like that move. In fight, you gotta be as nimble as a cat. Yup. Your form could use some work, but you ought to be proficient with the chain blade in no time. That's all I have the energy for today. There are so many limitations with a sealed body. We can continue your lessons again soon. Okay. The air begins to shift and swirl around you. If it wasn't for the seal, using this much mana would be easier than breathing. Nothing we can do about it for now, though. If I could, I'd teach you everything I know today, but it's better that you improve your form first. For now, use the chain blade to practice Chain Crush, and we can cover more the next time I see you. Nod your head, ask where to learn Dorka conversion. Nod your head. You'll have no problem using Dorka conversion once you get better with the chain blade. And it'll be even better if you master Chain Crush first. Dorka is pure darkness and strengthens the Sluag's power. It's the manifestation of the enemy's rage, pain, fear, violence. It's a darkness that can be found in even the best of us. And the Sluag feeds on that darkness. A powerful, terrible spirit dwells within me. I used to hate it. I hated what it made me. The fact that I grew more powerful from the pain and suffering of others sickened me. But I learned to live with it and use that power to protect what was good in the world. Starlet said, well, when she spoke with me about it, I suddenly felt as though I'd been spared from a terrible fate. Erin brightens every time she talks about the Ace heroes. What was it Merlin wanted to say to Eiren? You quickly relay Merlin's message. Merlin said that? He was always a mischievous little brat. It seems he's finally grown out of it. Perhaps Starlet sees the good in him too. I still remember how upset he got when Starlet was sad. Of course, he never admitted to anyone, but he always had a soft spot for her. Militan, never forget who and what you are. Never forget why you want to be stronger. If you lose sight of that, well, you might end up just like me. I think that's enough on that subject. Until we meet again, consider what I've told you here today. Then, you return to the real world, feel as though you're rising back up from the depths of the ocean. Merlin will want to know you relayed his message. Yeah. You told her what I said, right? Seems like you were able to hold the resonance longer than last time. Yep. She actually complimented me? I mean, past or present, I've always been pretty great. I'm just glad she's finally acknowledging it. You look like that just made your day. Oh, Merlin's always happy to get Eiren's approval. He's always looked up to her like a big sister. Well, she's always been pretty amazing. There's no better role model than her. That's definitely something we can all agree on. It seems Eiren's importance to the group has been understated up to this point. If she could see us now, I know she'd be proud. Heh. Yep. Once Eiren can speak to them again, it'll be wonderful to reunite the Ace heroes. Yeah. Merlin, what's bothering you? I'm not sure yet, I'm just thinking. May as well talk it through. What were you thinking about? Erin always tried to control her power on her own. I can't believe all her effort was for nothing. That's true, but she was so meticulous. I can't imagine she would have missed even the smallest change within herself. She would have made sure sealing herself was her only option. It will be difficult to control. There must be a way. There must be a way. I agree. There must be something we're missing. Why didn't she tell us, or ask for help? She wrote in her journal that, as the nights grew darker, she felt further crushed by the weight of the power within her. You've read her personal journal? Merlin's expression suddenly brightens with hope. Starlet, you're a genius! What? What are you talking about? I mean, Starlet's always been brilliant. Eiren's journal. She put everything in that journal, including details of the Sluag. Then there might be hope after all. Yes, she must have documented everything she tried. But where is it? Ira. It's worth a shot. It's a bookstore after all.